Okay, okay guys, hello. Welcome back to Alex's Adventures in English. Welcome to my channel, and if this is the first time you found my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're up for learning English with, for example, Hogwarts Legacy or Harry Potter games, in general. I also teach English through, for example, Resident Evil, like games, like Resident Evil Requiem. So now I've got some time to play. Now that's why I'm here. Okay, so let's learn English with Hogwarts Legacy. Let's continue with our first playthrough of the game. Okay, great. So now let me do the following. Excellent.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Okay, they're talking about casting, being able to cast non-verbally, being able to cast spells non-verbally, which I don't know how it's done. I don't know how to. Of course, I mean I don't know how they do it. To cast spells non-verbally. But anyway, it seems to be something not that common. Doesn't seem to be something very commonly done in Hogwarts. In Hogwarts, in the school. So let's watch that again.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Okay, to try to get ahead of the game means to know something that others about something, about an activity. In this case, casting non-verbally, right? So knowing something about an activity that your rivals or competitors don't know, right? So that you can have an advantage over them. That is to be ahead of the game. And yeah, so just let me check something, because I'm trying to use an extension called Social Stream Ninja, but I haven't learned. Okay, 5 messages processed this session, really? But how on earth can I have access to that? That's a good question, isn't it? Streaming chats. Oh, maybe this one. This is the one. Maybe this is the one. Okay, let me try and see if I can send if I can, trigger a fake test message. Okay, there you go. There you go. I'm trying to have all the chats in one place, not everywhere. So this is, let's do this. Okay, these are things that I need to learn how to do. I still need to learn this. I need to get the hang of it. To get the hang of something is to start to finally get I mean, be good at something. That is to get the hang of something. So get the hang, H-A-N-G. That's get the hang of something. Get a hang of something to learn how to do something, especially if it is not obvious or simple. That is to get the hang of something. For example, I've never used this program before. Don't worry, you'll soon get the hang of it. This is an everyday example you might hear in the streets of, I don't know, England, right? The kids are beginning to get the hang of marching in formation. Or try it again. Oh no, I never get the hang of this. No, I will never learn how to do it. Yeah, sorry guys, this is my cup of tea. Or I'm having a cuppa. I could say I'm having a cuppa. Anyway, how hard is it to cast non-verbal spells? That is the question.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Look at that. You can cast a spell like Depulso on somebody. Because she said, once I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall. Right? So you can cast a spell on somebody. That's interesting. That's the structure. And that's the preposition there. On somebody, not in somebody. Not, I don't know, to somebody, but on somebody. You can cast a spell on somebody. I will cast a spell on you. Actually, if you come to think about it, there's a song. There's a famous song here among muggles, you know, coming from a film, a famous film called Hocus Pocus, I think it is. And the song goes like this. I cast a spell on you, right? I cast a spell on you, right, in the past, because that verb cast, I mean, it's in the present. I mean, the infinitive verb is cast. In the present tense, of course, if the subject is in the third person singular, he, she, it, you will say casts, ending with an S. Or in the other persons, you know, like for example, first person, I cast, you cast, etc. But in the past, you say I cast. Again, the same. It doesn't change. So you can say I cast a spell on you, like in the past. I cast a spell on you. So it's casting a spell on somebody. Remember, guys, don't forget. If you learn something new, don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay? And just let me check something, because I'm supposed to be teaching a lesson right now. Well, not right now, but in about 3 minutes, you know, because I teach English online, you know? I teach English to adults online. And I'm actually on duty at the moment, but it's not, you know, it's not 100% sure that I will have to teach in 3 minutes. I might have to teach. I may have to teach. I may not have to teach. So if I don't have to teach, I will continue teaching you British English with Hogwarts Legacy. But of course, if I am assigned a lesson, I will have to, leave you and, go and do that. Anyway, we still need. We've got around 2 minutes and 30 seconds to know if I am going to be assigned a lesson. So let's wait for it. In the meantime, we learned today that we say that we can cast a spell on somebody, right? Spell, or let's see, cast. You cast a spell. Okay, cast a spell. That's, magic. To use words thought to be magic, words that are thought to be magic, especially in order to have an effect on someone. To give you a dictionary example, and the old woman cast a spell on the prince, and he turned into a frog. That is to cast a spell on somebody. So this usually comes from fairy tales, doesn't it? The witch cast a spell on the prince and he turned into a frog. You can say that, usually. So this is of course used in, the wizarding world of Harry Potter. So you can cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. Yorkshire pudding, actually that's real meal, real food. That's real food. And it comes from England, right? It's an English food. Yorkshire pudding. Let me check if I've... Okay, apparently we've got half an hour more to continue playing Hogwarts Legacy. So we are going to do that. But in the meantime, guys, I will have to go because I left the kettle on, so I need to, turn it off or take it off. Just bear with me a second. Bear with me, and in a few seconds I'll be back. Okay. Very good. We are back. We are back. Excellent. And great. This is just perfect. Okay. So. All right. Very good. Just want to check something, guys. That's great. Very good. Let's continue, shall we?
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
Okay, if somebody says to you, "It was nice to meet you," you can say, "You as well," right? Not only you too, or "Nice to meet you too," but "you as well." You as well. Okay? That was Cressida.
Do you think anyone has found every secret passage in Hogwarts? Wouldn't surprise me if new ones popped up occasionally. I enjoy having lunch down by the lake. Except when the giant squid splashes about. Not much for soggy sandwiches.
So she was talking about secrets, Hogwarts secrets. And she said something about them popping up, right? As pop up in that way is used as an informal verb, meaning if they, you know, if they appeared, right? Or if they were revealed.
You saw that first year with the engorged head. That was me. My family has a lineage of executives. No wonder Finwich is desperate for me to buy a broom there.
Who does
Don't
Nelly
fall
think
off
she
any
is?
time,
anyway?
Nelly.
So welcome to Hogwarts. I should probably introduce myself to some of my fellow students. However uncomfortable it may be.
First day.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything. She can meet me after herbology and show me how I'm supposed to do
That girl
thing
thinks
with
she can get away with anything.
garlic, wouldn't I?
To get away with
Have a
something
sip. Go on.
is to, you know, do something and have no consequences. You know, that when your actions don't have any consequences.
You'll like it. Trust me.
Or, really? Oh, before I forgot to tell you that Yorkshire pudding is a type of food from England that is baked mixture of flour, milk, and eggs, traditionally eaten with roast beef.
I would really like someone to try it.
Really? And get away with something. That's a very commonly used expression in English, in spoken English.
It'll be the next butterbeer.
Okay, to get away with something means to succeed in avoiding
I
punishment
would really like
for
someone
something.
to try it.
So, an everyday example I can share with you. If I thought I could get away with it, I wouldn't pay my taxes at all. You know. So if I knew I could, you know, succeed in avoiding, I don't know, paying my taxes, right? I wouldn't pay for them. Or I wouldn't pay them, really. This is Gareth.
I would really like someone to try it. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself.
Brewed it myself.
Oh wait,
Hello. You're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Yep, so this guy is like, you know, he's a Weasley, isn't he? So he's some kind of relative, you know, Ron's relative. So we might say that, well, he just said, I didn't mean to pry. To pry is to get into people's, or to try and find out about people's private life, you know? So that's, that is to pry. I didn't mean to pry. Pry, P-R-Y. To pry. And, okay, just, very good. Hi, hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to the live stream. So this is, we are playing Hogwarts Legacy to learn English, British English, particularly. Okay, she's my aunt. Actually, she's my aunt, right? My aunt. That's a kind of relative. So that must be nice. No, it's not nice. That must be awkward. Yeah.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Two great expressions to learn there. One of them was, she keeps a close eye on me. I think it was. She keeps a close eye on me. Hello, mate. Hello, Alvin. How are you today? Yeah, this is the expression we've just come across. With, you know, this is to keep an eye on somebody or something. To watch or take care of something or someone. And yeah. So Alvin, how are you today, mate? This is just I was sharing with you an expression we've just come across with. We just to come across something actually. Yeah. So we've just come across this great expression. To keep an eye on somebody or to keep a close eye on somebody. And another great expression was she'll have your back. She'll have your back, which means that she will just got home. Sorry. Just got home. Great. What time is it? On your end, Alvin. Oh, sorry. Oh. And dun. She'll have your back. That was the expression, right? So have someone's back. So, to have someone's back, right? To have someone's back means to be ready to protect or defend somebody. And yeah, it's a mainly US informal expression. Don't worry, I've got your back. But in the UK, the most common would be watch someone's back, which means the same, right? To be ready to protect or defend someone. On the trip, Tom watched my back in a lot of ways, and I watched his back. Yeah, on my end, guys and Alvin, it's about to be 1 a.m. in the morning, right? What about on your end, Alvin?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Are you
Oh, no.
having
I've been
butterbeer
perfecting a
or-
recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Right, so what time is it on your end? Great. And so let's ask this question again, shall we?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh, no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
So, he's working on a recipe he came up. Let's watch that again.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Having butterbeer for
Oh, no.
breakfast.
I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Right. So, okay, this is great. This is great. So he's been perfecting a recipe he came up with during the summer. So that means that he thought, he thought about it, or maybe, he planned it. And well, that's to come up with something, to think about something, or to to have an idea. Yeah, let me read it to you. Come up with. There's another. Yeah, come up with something, to suggest or think of an idea or plan. Right. So this guy came up with a recipe. So he thought about it, or maybe he thought about the idea, and somehow, right, that idea came to him, so he came up with it. So in everyday life, you might say something like, she's come up with some amazing scheme to double her income. It's like she thought about some amazing scheme to double her income. Okay, we can do this. Good. What time is it on your end? Okay, there you go. Excellent. Let's ask the second question. This one.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Oh, that's quite interesting, right, guys? Because if you see that, it says the third question is, do you have a knack for potions too? So what is to have a knack for something? Is to have a talent for something, you know, to be talented at doing something. That is to have a knack for something. And pay attention to what this guy replies.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
So first, our character starts saying something like, "I assume you've a talent for potions. So you have a talent for potions." That's what he means, right? That's what he means. So to have a talent for something, or to have a knack for something mean exactly the same, right? To be talented at something, to be very good, to be naturally good at something. And speaking of being talented or having a talent for something or having a knack for something, we can say there's another expression. Okay, so you could say, for example, there is one expression. Let me try and see. Okay, you can talk about, if you say that a person is a natural, right? Saying that a person is a natural, that means... sorry, let me do something, because otherwise I can't see the chat. There you go. Excellent. Fucking hell, mate. Come on. Good. So, if you say that a person is a natural, that means it's an informal term, and it means, or it refers to someone who was born with the right characteristics or abilities for doing a particular thing. So, for example, she won't have any troubles learning to ride a horse. You can see she's a natural. That's an everyday example. You can say, yeah, so if you see that somebody is very good at something, naturally, you can say that they're a natural. So our character might say, are you a natural at, you know, I don't know, yeah, that's a good question. Will you say to be a natural at something? It is a good question, isn't it? So let me ask it. Will you say now I've got that question. Someone's a natural at something?
Thank you.
Okay, apparently you can say that you are a natural at something, apparently. I think I didn't get it wrong. To be a natural at something. Oops, sorry. Yes, sorry, let me just let me check this. Just let me check this. To be a natural. Normal behavior. Ability. When you refer to a person, right? We need the noun, not the adjective. Okay, to be a natural. That's the one. Okay, let's have a look at some examples. The Mormon Lake area is a natural for... No, that's not the one. I was natural to dance together. It was natural to dance together. That is not the one. No. But apparently you can say to be a natural at something. Right? To be a natural at something. Anyway, just let me check if I've got to teach a lesson. Because maybe I will have to teach a lesson. I don't want to. Oh, fuck. Please, tell me I don't have to teach a lesson. Please, please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I want to continue playing Hogwarts Legacy. For at least for half an hour longer. For half an hour long. More, actually. For half an hour more. You know? And apparently I will be able to do that. Yeah, maybe you don't get what I'm saying. Because the thing is that I'm an English teacher. I'm an online English teacher. And at the moment I'm on duty. So, which means that I'm available to be assigned lessons online from this company I work for. But, and lessons, hello there. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe you want to learn English with, in a fun way. And, well, this is the place. One place, of course. You can learn English for fun on my channel. Right? With the video games you like so much. And you can, of course, suggest the games you want me to play, you know, to teach you English. Anyway, let's continue. Guys, let's continue. So what's that in your mug?
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there. Based on some reactions, it may need a bit more work.
Right, bearing in mind, some reactions may need a bit more work.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
So you could say it was nice meeting you, or it was nice to meet you. You can use both. Nice meeting somebody, or nice to meet somebody. You can also say it was a pleasure to meet you. Right? Welcome to Hogwarts. Let's have a look at the you've got the, what do you call that? Like the objectives, right? The things you've got to do. I should probably introduce myself to some of my fellow students. Yeah, to some of my fellow students. Fellow students. To some of my fellow students. However uncomfortable it may be. However uncomfortable it may be. Meaning, although it might be very uncomfortable to do that. Yeah, and that's the way you pronounce that word. Uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. You can repeat after me. Uncomfortable. Anyway, guys, let's continue.
My mother is so excited for me to come home for the holidays. She's written to me nearly every day. The family hours exhausted.
She's written to me nearly every day. You can write to somebody.
Who does Nellie think she
Nellie
is
will do
anyway?
anything for a thrill.
There's somebody else we need
As a
to
mother boy.
introduce ourselves
Who does
to.
Nellie think she is anyway?
She gets bolder every year.
Not that guy, apparently. Yeah, not that guy. What about these guys? No. Apparently not. What about up here? No. Nelly.
Who does
She's the
Nellie
one.
think she is anyway?
She gets bolder every year.
Oh, that's Nelly.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
There was nothing I couldn't handle. That sounds a bit arrogant. You know, it was terrifying. It was. But she said, why everyone looks so strong? Was it? Strong. So it's a past simple of string. But as a verb or an adjective, what does it mean? As a verb. Where is it? Okay. Can't find it. No, just can't find it. No. Apparently, I don't. Okay, what does strong mean in the sentence? Why does everyone look so strong? I think it was a sentence something like that. Strong is an informal way of saying people look extremely tense, stressed, or nervous. Okay, tense or stressed, like a guitar string pulled too tight. The person looks like they might snap from pressure or anxiety. Right? Yeah, so you might say something like, a synonym would be on edge. You know, you see? To be on edge, which means something similar to be strung. strong. Okay.
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
Crikey was a great word there. Crikey. Similar to blimey. It's actually an expression of surprise, you know? Oh, sorry. Ugh. My ear aches. I don't know why. So, an expression of surprise, that's crikey. It's a UK old-fashioned informal expression. Another very commonly heard in the wizarding world of Harry Potter is blimey. Usually Ron uses it, you know? He says, for example, blimey, what a lot of food. And again, the same as crikey, it's an expression of surprise. And again, it's a UK informal, old-fashioned informal expression. That's crikey or blimey. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, and let me check something. Okay. What is this? All right. Very good. Featured, clear the featured. Start reading incoming messages out loud with text to speech. Interesting. All right, let's continue. Nice to meet you. What are people saying about my travels here? Not afraid of heights, are you? Have you ever encountered a dragon? Okay, I like that question. But before that, let's have a look at what she says. What she said. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor and Hogwarts for that matter. If you say for that matter, right, it means it's used to show that a statement is true in another situation. So, for example, means never been to Spain or to any European country for that matter. You know, this applies to another situation too. Means never been to Spain, right? Or to any European country for that matter. So she's never been to Spain nor any other European country. Okay? It's neither this, neither that. And hi guys. Yeah, we are learning English with Hogwarts Legacy, and we're just analyzing the expression for that matter, right? Which means it's an idiom, and it's used to show that a statement is true in another situation. For example, in this case, you've certainly brought some much needed excitement to Gryffindor and Hogwarts for that matter, which means that you've brought some much needed excitement to both Gryffindor and, well, actually not only to Gryffindor but actually to the school itself. You know, this applies to both Gryffindor and Hogwarts as a whole. Let's see, have you ever encountered a dragon?
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
Yeah, not enough meat in a carriage, I think. I'd think. Yeah.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Okay. I take it you're not afraid of heights. That's something we said to her. Right? I take it you're not afraid of heights. So which means I assume something. I assume you're not afraid of heights. Yeah, you can use this expression, I take it. It's an idiom. And it's said, if you think that what you say is likely to be true, although it is not proved. So, for example, you'll be staying the night, I take it. I assume, right? I think that's likely to be true. So, can we take it you've resigned? It's like, can we assume you've resigned because of what you've told us about, I mean, your situation at work, for example? Very good. Okay, so I take it that something is the case or something is not the case, you can say. Yeah, let me do this. Okay, that's just perfect. We can listen to it again. We can watch what the main character says.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Okay, with all the interesting things in the castle and everything lurking in and outside the grounds. Yeah, if something lurks, it's like, you know, something waits or moves in a secret way so that they cannot be seen, especially because they're about to attack someone or do something wrong. That is to lurk, right? But yes, the other expression we learned before is to take it. I take it you're not afraid of heights. I take it you'll be staying the night. It's like I assume, right? Because of a certain situation, I can assume that something will be the case or something is the case. In other words, it's like it's an expression related to probability. So we could associate it with words like, for example, you must be, yeah, you must, for example, I guess Or I assume you're not afraid of heights. Right? I assume. This is my assumption. I assume you're not afraid of heights. Right? It seems to be evident you're not afraid of heights. Okay. Just toggle pin. What's on earth? Oh. Okay. I'm just exploring this new tool I'm using to chat with you. Toggle Q, you see user history, copy text. Okay, that's pretty much it. Let's continue a bit longer, shall we?
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat. Not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
So word travels fast at Hogwarts. Right, it spreads. It spreads fast. Let's okay, let's tell her that it was nice to meet her.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
Bye for now. That's a way. A
New
common
Gryffindor.
way.
Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Professor Weasley's waiting outside for us. Outside in the common room.
Better a snitch than a bludger, I'd say.
You will soon learn that Kagawa's tech.
Yeah, one way of saying goodbye is to say bye for now.
It's anything special if your family work.
My older brother used to terrorize me with a fanged geranium.
Well, Madame Kagawa said she's never seen anything.
Oh, this is where we need to get. We need to
Good
go.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Okay, we've got a few expressions actually. First, she said, I trust something. I trust that you, I don't know, that you're ready. Right, so you can say trust, you can use it in that way. This is a bit annoying, isn't it? So you might say something. I trust you slept well, right? The meeting went well, I trust. So hope or expect that something is true. Right, that is to, I trust that something is the case. So if you can use trust in that way. It's a formal use of the word. It's not that commonly used in everyday spoken language. But yeah, it can. The game is a bit formal, you know, in terms of, I mean, teachers, professors at Hogwarts. Yes, don't attack your teacher, mate. Not the best idea. Another expression she just mentioned, was to catch up with your classmates. You'll need to catch up with your classmates because we are beginning as a fifth year student in Hogwarts, which means that the other students have been studying at Hogwarts for 4 years already. So we need to catch up with them. Right? We need to catch up with them. Which means yeah, this is to catch up with somebody. If something bad, no, that is not the one. Okay. Great, this is the one. Talk to communicate with someone by talking in person or on the phone or by exchanging messages, and learn or discuss what has been happening in their life. I must catch up with you sometime. Sorry guys, I'm a bit, yeah, that is to catch up. And to fall, and the other expression was, he just used, it was, let me have a look at it. Not to fall behind. To fall behind. So this is the opposite of catching up, you know? To fall behind. Not to be able to keep up with a course, for example, or with the homework in a course. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's continue. Oh gosh. I'm a bit knackered, to be honest with you. It's a bit too late here on my end. But let's continue, shall we? Let me send a message in the chat to put something to the test. He used that expression too, didn't she? So to put something to the test means to yeah, basically it's to put someone to the test. Maybe you've heard that they can, I don't know, do something very difficult, so let's put them to the test. Let's see if they can actually do it. Put to the test. Put something to the test to find out how good. Yeah, to find out how good something is, right? An everyday example would be,
you've been practicing.
Yep. her constant questions put the teacher's patience to the test. Right? It's like these questions ended up getting on the teacher's patience. You know, they ended up annoying this teacher. These headphones are so, you know, they make your ears hurt. So I'm not going to use it. Let me check if I've got a lesson to teach. Oh, yeah, I have a lesson to teach. Alright, guys. This has been all for now on my channel, Alex's Adventures in English. You'll find me on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and Facebook too, as well. So, if you're up for it, you can, you know, join me, follow me, you know, subscribe to my channels on the internet, on social media, and yeah, I'm gonna be teaching you English with video games like Hogwarts Legacy or Resident Evil Requiem. Guys, catch you later, see you later, bye for now, and take care. Thank you, bye bye, cheers. Yeah, this was it. Let me send the message in the chat. Very good, guys. Bye bye. Cheers. Just let me check something before I put an end to the live stream. Just want to check something. Okay. This guy may not connect. So let me try and see if I'm going to the toilet, and I'll be right back.